Hey, how you doing, folks? Chris Harris here. Another episode of Buck Sweet Sports Podcast, presented to you by 810 Studios. We got all your local college and pro sports talk. We talking Clinton Dark Horses, we talking Tar Heels, we talking Carolina Panthers. The usual. So if that's what you want. You're in the right spot. So let's go ahead and get started. Um, won't be long today, man. I don't got too much, but start off with high school. Big week for some of our guys in the high school. Uh, Big week for these families. Had a couple guys make some decisions this week. First off, congratulations to Dexter Wilson, who signed his letter of intent to play for Catawba. So congratulations to him. Big part of our success these last couple of years, playing on both sides of the line, playing that center position, uh, team captain. Just like I said, big part of that. Just big part of that championship run. So congratulations to him and his family. Really starting to see that Clinton Catawba, pipeline forming. So that's good with the coach being a former player there. So it's good to see these guys, getting that opportunity. Dexter, he'll be joining Alex and Jameek there at Catawba. So yeah, definitely look forward to checking out those guys in the future. Good, like all those guys could be up there together. So that's going to be something to watch. But congratulations to him and his family. That's a big deal. Also, we had Nashawn Sampson. He signed on with, committed to North Carolina Wesleyan University, defensive back, big part of that defense that we had out here in Clinton this year. So congratulations to him and his family. I believe I read he'll be playing football and track. So definitely big up to him. Great athlete. Like I said, once again, just a big part of our success this past season. So congratulations to him and his family. The last guy that committed, we had senior outside linebacker Corin Blackwell. He committed to Guilford College in Greensboro. So congratulations to him. Once again, like I said, we had that outstanding defense this year, and he was just another piece of that puzzle right there. So congratulations to him and his family. Like I said, just a big deal, man. These kids getting the opportunity to not only continue to play football, but to continue their education, and that's a big deal, man. So big deal for these families. A lot of families happy about that. Was happy to see all the posts and all the congratulations. Just like I said, man, just go to show the work that not only that these kids have put in and the sacrifices these families have made, but just the work and of this coaching staff really pouring into these kids and doing all they can to help them get to that next level. And that just goes to show, how blessed, not only these kids were, but this community was to have a coaching staff like that. Because so many times I've seen and heard so many stories about, past student athletes at Clinton feeling like they never really received the attention or never had anybody, fight for them the way that this staff fights for these kids and gives these kids these opportunities. So, like I said, man, it's just a lot of good stuff happening this week for those kids and these families. Also, want to congratulate Ja'Carrion Keenan, again, outstanding junior defensive back, wide receiver athlete. Really received a lot of attention. Big week for him. Received offers from Old Dominion University, uh, Army, and yesterday I believe he got a offer from East Carolina University. So that's big, man. Like I said, man, the kid's blowing up. You like I said, you if you watched him this season, you knew it was coming, man. It's definitely he's definitely a special talent, and just looking forward to seeing what else the future holds for him. But on the more high school news next week, it's going to be it's gonna be a big week. It's gonna be a tough week. A lot of news. I'll talk more on that, when the time comes. But I mean, there's rumblings around town and stuff on social media that I've seen and stuff that I've been told. So it's gonna come a time to address that. When the time comes, I'm ready to speak. I'm ready to speak on it because there's some stuff that's been going on, and it's just like I said, at the end of the day, it affects the community negatively. It affects these kids negatively. So I mean, that's all I'm gonna say on that right now. I feel like you know, we wonder, and I'm just me going off on a rant right here. We wonder why those schools like Shelby and Reedsville and I guess out here east, somebody like Tarboro, how they continue to have that sustained success like they've had. I mean, just continuously winning, continuously building, you know, and it's because they're not doing the goofy stuff, man. And I feel we're there's some people on some goofy stuff right now, but I'm gonna leave that alone for right now. Transitioning to some college. We talked about some Tar Heel basketball. I got the Dean Smith Center in the back. Some talk about and I'm actually getting a new basketball venue in the future, so that'll be interesting to see. But a big week for the Carolina Tar Heels basketball, man. We really had to get back on track. Kind of been teetering these last couple weeks. UC basketball currently ranked number 9 in the nation. Picked up a big win in Charlottesville at Virginia Saturday. Much needed win. Place that we've had a really hard time winning in the past. So it was good to see them a real gritty type game down there. Big time game for Cormac Ryan, man. All the Cormac Ryan slander. Uh, I had to take all that. I had to take all that back this week, man. Weekend. He had a big game down there. Like I said, tough, gritty, uh, typical Virginia type game. Really low scoring. Final score 54-44. Um, but instead, I mean, at the end of the day, you just have to come out of there with the win, and that's something we win that we really needed. Then Tuesday night, back home versus Miami, which I mean, just a huge performance by R.J. Davis. R.J. Davis, in my opinion, I know definitely got to be ACC Player of the Year, right up there in that conversation. Got to be in the conversation for National Player of the Year. What he's done, I mean, he's been clutch for Carolina this year. Huge game, 42 points, which broke Smith Center record, broke Tyler Hansborough's record, tied the record for most points by a Tar Heel. Last time a Tar Heel scored 42 points, Shammond Williams did it versus Georgia Tech back in 1998. But a little side note there, that was a double overtime game. Just a little side note there. Like I said, broke Tyler Hansborough's home uh, scoring record. Tyler Hansborough had a 40-point game against Georgia Tech in 2006. So, RJ breaking that record, and I mean, just a big time game by him, man. Common denominators, what is it, man? Georgia Tech, man. I guess we really have our best games against Georgia Tech. That's just noticed that, but yeah, huge win for us. Definitely needed these last two. You find yourself in a lot better position. With the win, Carolina secured a double bye for the upcoming ACC tournament. But you shouldn't be satisfied with that. You want that ACC regular season championship. So I just want to finish the season strong, finish the season in a good spot, and that continues on next this coming Saturday. Huge rivalry game. We already know the rivalry game that's not a rivalry. Uh, just a little nudge at our NC State fans there. Um, NC State comes to Carolina. It's a huge rivalry game. We beat them over at their place last month, so they're going to be coming to, trying to come in play spoiler. But like I said, Carolina, if you're Carolina, you just want to continue to You say right now you're in control of your own destiny as far as win the ACC, winning the ACC regular season championship, especially with Duke losing the other night. So he said you just want to continue to do the little things and continue to improve, continue to lean on your vets, and just continue just try to build and play better basketball. But I mean, shout out to RJ Davis, man. Boy, he was ice cold, man. Great performance. Moving on to a little bit of Carolina Panthers stuff. Like I said, it's not. I don't really have a lot of news with it being the off season. You know, had head coach Dave Canales and a new GM Dan Morgan down at up in Indianapolis at the scouting combine, and they were had a couple of comments about plans they have for the off season as far as the draft. They're right now the way they're talking BPA at Carolina's first pick in the second round at 33. So if you're on BPA, that's the best player available. So like I said, they said they're looking to build depth. And like I said, just continue looking to help Bryce and continue to build the team up. Some things they talked about free agent wise. Um, as far as Brian Burns goes, they said they're still talking. They said everything's on the table, including franchise tag. Since last week, I know I told y'all some stuff about the salary cap. Since then, the salary cap has increased. So I think before we were right around 28, 30 million. It's up to about 40, 42 now. So like they said everything's on the table as far as Brian Burns goes, including franchise tagging him, which I believe they have till March 4th or 5th to let place that. So with the increased cap number, that 20, 21 million franchise tag doesn't hurt as bad. It's still, I mean, that's still half your available cap. But if push comes to shove, I mean, my thing is you can't let Brian Burns just walk for just walk. You got to you got to either keep him or you got to get something for him. So even if that means tagging and trading him, you got to get something out of the deal. Because I mean, on the team that was ranked dead last in sacks, we have at this point in time on the roster we have no other viable options. So you either have to do work something out with Brian or at least get something in return so where we could start addressing those needs that we have. They talked about Frankie Louvu, said Frankie Louvu is a big part of that, what they want to build in the future. So I feel like they're definitely trying to work something out with him, in which that's definitely a piece of the part of the team that I definitely would love to see back. I mean, Frankie, since coming from the Jets, I mean, I feel like we got a diamond in the rough. He's been a big part of that defense. Um, can't remember anything else they really talked about. Oh, here's some news right here. The Panthers are actually increasing their ticket prices by 4% this upcoming season, which thinking the team that's worse in the league, that's a kind of an odd move, especially for a team that struggles to get home fans, in the building. One of the biggest things this last season has always been, people they'll show pictures of the stadium, on Sundays, and it seems like it's just you might see little specks of black and blue. You see black and blue pockets, around the stadium, but it's like it's like a takeover by most, the away fans. So, like I said, a strange move by Tepper and company. Um, um, Maybe they're trying to capitalize off of that out of town money because they know, well, if our fans are going to come, the other teams will definitely be there. And it's actually surprised, as bad as Carolina was last season, we were ranked eighth in attendance for home games with an average of 71,635 in attendance. How many of those were home fans? That's the question. But at the end of the day, the organization just cares about getting people, ticket sales. That's money in their pocket. So it doesn't matter if there's home fans buying those tickets or away fans. So yeah, like I said, definitely a strange move. It's especially if your goal is to get more Panther fans in the building. I mean, I understand this. You're still running a business and you want to be in the green, but yeah, like I said, it's already tough. Getting the Carolina faithful in the building, but we'll see. Like I said, from a business standpoint, I guess it's it's all good for Tepper. That's all I really got for you. One thing that kind of popped up during the week, man. I'm sure everyone by now has seen the Cam Newton situation, and it's my comments about it is, you know, Cam is it's been countless time where he's been disrespected at these events that a lot of times he's paying for out of his pocket, giving back. And we always like to throw stuff out there like, oh God, these guys get big, they don't give back to the community, especially the black community. I mean, Cam's doing that, and it's coming out of his own pocket, and to continually be disrespected by these kids and these coaches, which at first the initial reports came out saying that it was kids jumping them, but it wasn't kids. He was trying to break up a fight, I guess, between two kids. Some coaches from a opposing team, I guess took offense to something he said earlier in the day or something in that moment, and they tried to jump him. I mean, Cam Newton, 6'5", 6'6", 250 pounds. I mean, he was slinging them. There was three or four of them on him, and he was slinging those guys around like you know, like they were nothing. I mean, I guess that's why people was confused, thinking it was kids. The way Cam's so big, man, he makes grown men look like children. So, but yeah, definitely uh really bad situation. You don't like to see that, especially just like I said, it's an event for kids, man. It's an event to kids to hone their skills. Hopefully, you know, learn something, get noticed. And just sharpen your skills. And as your coaches out there, man. Cam's giving you and your team, these opportunities, and I'm pretty sure little to none of is coming out of your pocket. Besides maybe travel costs, maybe, and it's just the lack of respect and just pure ignorance of the situation. Definitely not, what you want to see. And but hopefully from the sound of things, Cam, he's still going to continue to hold these functions and do this stuff for the community, and definitely got to applaud him for that, because a lot of people would be like, forget this, I'll take my time and money elsewhere. But yeah, these just people got to stop, cloud chasing and trying to get your little 5 minutes of fame. Because then the same guys that do the stuff, they run on a radio show with the next day and trying to play the victim. Like it, you can't play the victim when you try to jump somebody. I'm sorry. I mean, if it's a one-on-one thing, yeah, you know you may have some type of case there. But I mean, come on, the whole thing was totally unnecessary. And then for y'all to go run on to a radio station and try to make it, seem like y'all were being bullied or something, especially when the main guy talking. There's a video circulating online with him talking. I mean, just cash money trash, before the incident jumped off. So all that, well, Cam was talking to us crazy type. Like I said, it's trash talking sports. I mean, it's gonna happen. But I mean, if you're dishing it out, I mean, you got to be able to take it too. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Really didn't have a lot going on, but like I said, next week we're definitely gonna have some things to discuss, some things to talk about. Uh, yeah, it could be negative how the way you look at it. It's just I guess it depends on how you feel about the situation. But yeah, we'll talk about it when that time comes. But now, I mean, I appreciate everyone listening in. If you haven't done so already, please head over to 810 Studios, give them a like, follow, share, check out all the videos, great content. A lot of great people over there. Shout out to Miss Tamika. Shout out to the Broke Ass Podcast. If you want some good entertainment, check those guys out. I mean, some of the topics they talk about definitely worth the watch. So go ahead, check them out, man. A lot of great content over there at 810 Studios, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it. So like I said, continue to support us, support the page. Creeping up closer to 1,000 followers. So, man, tell anybody, any fans of local high school sports, any fans of Tar Heel football, basketball, Carolina Panthers stuff. Send them my way. Share, like, subscribe to the page. Getting closer and closer. So definitely appreciate all the support and hope everyone has a great week.